Rashford hit it well. Oh, amazing!
No.
Oh, that's Ronaldo-esque.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the East of Stratford podcast. I haven't said that in a little bit. We're on season 2, and we're moving into the 2020-2021 season. And finally, we're making moves. Donny Van De Beek has officially or unofficially signed for United. But before we get into that, Vishnu, dude, what's up, man? How are you?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Fuck, we're in season 2 right now. Holy shit. What's happening here?
Time has flown by. Karthik, what up, dude?
I'm good, man. I've missed you guys, bro. It's been a while. We just, I think we all just fell out after the Europa League defeat. We're like, fuck this shit. Like, we were slightly disappointed, but I guess it took some time to come back. But here we are, bitches. We're back. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. I've been honestly depressed as fuck because until this signing, I was just thinking that we weren't going to sign anybody. I thought we were going to go this entire summer with zero, and Chelsea are bringing in all these motherfuckers like Thiago Silva, Havertz probably, Werner, Ziyech, and I'm like, shit, we're screwed. But finally, signs of life. The rumor, just for everybody who hasn't been in the loop, came out 2 days ago. And within 4 hours, Fabrizio Romano is posting, here we go. And this signing got done incredibly quickly. First off, Karthik, I want to get your thoughts on this signing, dude. What do you think about Donny Van De Beek?
Dude, I'm just I'm kind of in mixed I have mixed feelings about it, just because I'm really happy that we finally made a fucking signing. Because especially it's a fantastic signing in my opinion. Like he's a fantastic player, 10 goals, 10 assists last season. He seems like a perfect playmaker. He's tall, he's really good with his feet. I was just watching his highlights again today. He's amazing, bro, the kid. But my only issue right now with the signing is that I feel like our midfield seems a little cluttered right now. Like we have a lot of players who play a very similar game. Like now with him coming in too, like him and Bruno, Pogba, Fred, like all these players, I feel like are a little similar in the way they play, and I don't know how. I'm finding it a little hard to see how Ollie's gonna line up next season. So, I think that's my only concern. But I feel like it's good. We have depth in our squad now, and we just need 2 more signings, I feel. And we can talk about that later on. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. We can get more into it once Vishnu, what do you think?
Yeah, Vishnu, what do you think, bro?
At the end of the day, it's still a very good signing. He is a champion player. He was very instrumental in the season before this when they reached the semifinals, Ajax in the Champions League. And he's one of those 3 youngsters from Ajax, like including Frankie de Jong and Matthijs Ligt, who've been spectacular, who've been great players. And he presents himself as like a great option in the Man United midfield. But yeah, again, Ollie's going to have to change his formation now. I think that's the way I see it right now, because currently with the formation that we have, if he does play, it'll be the same. It'll be a immediate swap for Matic, who's just signed a new deal as well with us. And it kind of limits the options of our bench as well. I mean, we always talked about this. We always said that we needed bench strength, but I don't think like Fred and McTominay cut it to be there right now, because I feel like they do deserve a place in the starting 11 as well. And if what we've seen that Ollie has done in the last 6 or 7 games before the end of the season is that he doesn't trust his subs. So if he does play, he could be a super sub. He could play all the FA Cup games, Europa League games, and then slot himself into the middle, because there is still a reason saying that Pogba might leave 12 to 18 months from now. You never know. So it comes up as a good option as a backup. It's a long-term option if he signs a 5-year deal with us as well. I think he'll be a spectacular player. And I think we've saved some money on not buying Grealish now.
Yeah, I agree with so many points both of you said. To be honest, Jack Grealish is 80 million. As much as I still would love Jack Grealish, and as much as I think he's a fucking awesome player, he just got called up to the England squad.
Yeah.
Having that for someone who has been to the Champions League semi-final is incredible. And I was watching a lot of his highlights and assists the other day when this news kind of broke out. And I was thinking, man, this guy is good on the ball and not just quick feet. He reminds me of what Michael Carrick was in Tottenham, because Michael Carrick used to be a offensive midfielder. And then he transitioned into slowly going back when he had to partner with Scholes. And for some reason, I see that in Donny Van De Beek, because he's someone who can play the ball forward. He's nowhere close to as good as Bruno Fernandes or Pogba going forward. So why don't we just slot him in the Matic position? And while Matic transitions out, we can keep him there. But he also gives us so many different options, right? We can move Bruno to a wing and we can play him in the midfield. Or we can play a diamond where you have Bruno and Pogba, Pogba and Van Der Beek, and you have Bruno up front in the top. So this gives us so many different options. And like you said, Vishnu, someone coming off the bench in games where we need something big, where something's not happening on the offensive front, which we've seen so many times, and we didn't have that before. So for me, Donny Van Der Beek at 40 million, which is a fucking bargain. We're getting someone who gives us depth, changes up the midfield, and forces these guys. Like Pogba has to perform every game or he's out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's really my thoughts on Van Der Beek. He's
I just want to add like
Go
another
ahead.
couple points as well. In terms of like even successful tackle rates, he's like in the last from the last season in the 90 90 minutes on average per game, he's got 2.2% of like successful tackles. That's more than Bruno and Pogba. So like him being like, I can just imagine a Matic scoring goals from outside the box. You know, like a Matic going and supporting Bruno and Pogba when they are down the wings. You know, a Matic who's not afraid to shoot. So he kind of has the capabilities of like even a Paul Scholes type, player where you can go and rush you can go outside the box and just like kind of what Greenwood does from the right wing, where he just threatens the defenders, switches play, scores, passes the ball to like you're going down the wing. You've already taken two defenders down with you there. You pass the ball to the center, has a great shot, because right now Fred cannot do that. He can't score those goals from outside the box. So like if we can get about 6 to 10 goals from him the next season, then I'm more than happy. Like that's a great buy.
Yeah, we just go ahead, Karthik. Sorry.
No, it's dude. No, I just want to add to your point as well, Arman. Like the formation thing, like with what I was also thinking was about the diamond formation. I think that would be very interesting to see that, because I'm not really sure if Van de Beek can directly replace Matic's position, just because I don't know if he's that strong defensively. And to be honest, I've not seen him play much. It's only been highlights. I've not seen full games of Ajax, I think, for a really long time now. But yeah, so I just, that's my only concern, but I feel like that's a very good point where you said that we have a lot of options to play around with formation. And I think, I think now with more players coming in, I think it's also really going to show what Ollie is capable of tactically, from a manager's perspective, because we really, I think that's something that we have also been doubtful about, is how well Ollie is tactically. Like his player management is fantastic, but just tactically, he's always seemed a little dicey. So, let's see now, bro. He's bringing in some quality. So I'm hoping that formation sounds great though. Like that's something that I can see happening with Van de Beek and Pogba and Bruno as a camp. Like I think
imagine that, Matic at the base, Pogba and Bruno. Yeah. Pogba and Van der Beek and Bruno up top, and then you have Martial and Rashford at the top, who can both provide width, or Greenwood if one of them is not performing, right? So that team is incredibly offensive, and Van der Beek can play on a wing. He's not slow. He can play on a wing, and he can put in good balls into the box. So for me, I think this is an incredible signing, but we need, Karthik, you said 2 more. I think we need 3 more. We need a forward. Yeah. We need another center defensive mid. Or center back, and we need a left back. Well, what do you guys think? Vishnu, what do you think?
I still think we need to focus on that right wing position. Like I don't think Greenwood can start every game. We're gonna burn him out, eventually. And like it'll be nice if Van de Beek can be suited to that role and like maybe slowly go into that. That'll be great. But at the moment, he's still new. He's still raw. Like so, I think we still need at least a decent signing, or at least to be Greenwood's backup. Because right now Matza doesn't cut it, Lingard doesn't cut it. So we need someone there with a lot of skill and pace. So right wing, I don't know what the fuck is going on with Jadon Sancho. I don't know like if that's even I've sort of given up hope. Like for me, I'm like if it happens, then great. Then if it doesn't, then I'm not gonna be disappointed anymore. And I think it's been a massive tease. But apart from that, left back would be a great buy because I think that Luke Shaw is amazing player. But coming back to that formation that you were talking about as well, like we could even slowly adapt to a 3-4-3, and we can have three backs. We can have Brandon Williams or Luke Shaw in the back. We can have a left winger in terms of Williams if he's cutting up for it, or if there's a better option in the transfer market if we purchase someone there, and then you can have Van de Beek and Pogba, like you mentioned, playing that midfield positions. We can have Bruno up front, and then the two strikers. So that would mean that Greenwood might even miss out sometimes, but it's good to know because, like, if you've noticed in the last 6-7 games as well, we played the same squad, we played the same formation, we played the same tactics. We need to adapt to different teams. We need to learn how to play different teams differently, and that only happens when we have more options. So left back for me. I need a right winger and a center defender.
Yeah. Dude, like I said 2 more signings. 3 signings would be great, but the way this transfer window is going, I don't know if it'll be fantastic. I think if we do get this 2-3 more signings, I think this could be one of our best transfer windows we've had in a while, in my opinion. But I personally think that center back is definitely something now. Upamecano is also like a huge, option for us right now, and it could come through very soon as well. So center back, I think that's a solid option. And but the only thing about Van de Beek was that I thought we would be bringing a CDM instead of such an attacking player. That was my only thing. Like I felt like that was really required, but that so that was my second option technically. But I'm still counting on Sancho, dude. I don't know why, but I do feel like if we can get that right wing position in, I think it's gonna solve a lot of issues for us. And I think just bringing in someone who's like a prolific goal scorer, bro, is something that I feel like we need. We need I know our last season with our front three were fantastic, but like Vishnu said, that's just gonna burn out Greenwood at the end of the day, man. So I don't know, man. I just feel like we definitely need a right wing. We definitely need a center back. I think that's the most important right now, and that's what's left. Realistically speaking, I think a center back and a right winger is important to me. Left back, all right, yeah. I mean, I still think Luke Shaw can at least carry us till like probably the December transfer window, to the winter transfer window. So I don't know, man. So right now, left back for me isn't really a priority, but I think center back and right wing definitely. But I think we should definitely get a center back in right now, dude, more than anything. And just fucking shell out the money for Sancho, man. Like, he hasn't directly said anything yet, but this is getting fucking frustrating. Like, like we had so much hope. It was like the deal was just even before. I don't know if that was just us just hyping it up and the media just hyping it up, but it really, like, our hopes, we were so sure Sancho was going to be a part of our squad by now, but that's not happened, and that's sad.
The deal was done, dude. Everything is done, personal terms, all this shit, but just we can't agree on this next 20 million. And if we look back, at the end of the season and we don't make the Champions League, that 20 million will be nothing because we would have just fucking lost out on 120 million that you get from just being part of the Champions League. Sorry, there's a fucking plane outside. Can you guys hear that?
No.
Okay. Anyways, I'll continue from now. I'll note that down to edit. So, like you said, I completely agree. 2 positions we definitely need. Upamecano. How do you say his name?
Upamecano.
Can you say it one more time? Upamecano. Whatever, dude. I've watched his highlights.
I think there's a Y in between, isn't there? No, that's no, his first name is
Upamecano. I think that's it.
Upamecano, that's it. There we go.
No, it's not
Oompa
Oompa. It's Oompa. It's UPA. Whatever. Fuck. I think that he is so good. In the Champions League, he was absolutely incredible. If we can get him for 50, 60 million is what's being quoted, that's excellent. And then we have someone to back up Maguire, which we really, really need. And the right wing, I really hope that we don't put too much emphasis into Jadon Sancho, because if he doesn't happen, we need to have backups. And I don't know who is a possible backup, but I fucking hope United does, because that we need a forward. We need someone to make sure they don't burn out.
Yeah. What about like a striker? Do you think we fucking Cavani's on a free market, man? We should just snatch him up, honestly. Imagine we need someone like a Chicharito who comes off the bench and when your Martials and your Rashfords are misfiring at the end of the day, you need someone who comes in like the 65th minute and has just wheels on wheels on wheels,
We need Messi.
Obviously, yeah,
I need fucking Messi.
yeah, let me just get the 700 million I've got lying around somewhere and help the club out.
That's fucking stupid, dude. If Man City pays 700 million.
They'll get into a lot of trouble if they do as well. I'm sure
Go ahead.
You can't afford it, man. You definitely can't afford Messi. Like, no team in the world can afford Messi at the moment with that price tag that he's got, his release clause. But
you don't pay it because he's 33. You pay it if he was like 24.
Exactly.
You don't pay it now.
Investment, 700 million for 4 years does not make any fucking sense.
Not even 4 years, bro. I think by 38 you're probably fucking done, dude.
Yeah.
But I would be curious to see Messi in the Premier League. He's definitely one of the world's best player, but I want to see how, because he's the one, like Ronaldo has played almost in every league, bro. I think Messi will do it just to settle the argument that, okay, I can play, with other teams too. But
dude, there's no argument. Messi would fuck up the Premier League. Look, if Mason Mount is scoring goals here and Tammy Abraham and fucking some of these shit shows that are going on scoring goals, fucking Lionel Messi is going to crush. Dude, imagine Lionel Messi against Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. Let's be fucking real here. He would destroy them.
He'll make them look like Jones and fucking Smalling all over again. Our investment's gone down the fucking drain with Messi there. No, not just Messi. It's like Messi, Aguero, Kevin De Bruyne on the same side. That is a fucking dangerous combination.
Fucking hell. Dude, they would win for sure. Like, I don't think there's any doubt. They would win for sure.
But like Greenwood also came out in his press conference yesterday. He mentioned that I'd love to go against Messi. I want to see what's up with that. I like this little guy. Like I love his fucking.
That's confidence.
Policy, his fearless policy, but Messi's gonna run circles around you,
Dude,
and since we're on Mason, I think I want to go back to the point about you talking about, do we need another striker? I feel like I don't know why, but more than a right winger, I feel like, Greenwood has been fantastic on the right wing, but I just feel like he's naturally a center forward, and I think we should probably start shifting him more into that position, because I felt like in the last 5 or 6 games that we saw, Greenwood was sort of quiet. Like, the way he started off the restart was insane. Agreed. But then, towards the end, he was a little quiet. So I still feel like he's more of, a center forward, a striker sort of a player, more than a right winger. So I think we have that option if we want to bring in another striker. And I think he's a fantastic option to have, bro. We have someone like that already in the team. So, but yeah, man, if Cavani is free, then we should fucking definitely just bring him in for a season, see what happens. There's nothing wrong in that.
Okay, so Man United's next targets, Upamecano, whatever the fuck his name is, whatever, Messi and Cavani. Let's go.
Yeah, that sounds like a great
I just want to ask you a quick question as well, since actually you too, Karthik. I've been totally against Grealish the whole time. What are his chances of joining United now?
Now it doesn't make sense, right? I would want Grealish before Van Der Beek. I still think he's better than Van Der Beek, and he would give us more flexibility. But, at 40 million, I think it makes sense. And they play in the same position. Yeah. I'd love both, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, and same here, man. Van Der Beek, for me, is something that I didn't see coming, to be completely honest, because I know he was in the talks for a long time, but it just felt like one of those rumors that were just going back and forth, and our attention was all on Grealish for the longest time. But yeah, for me personally, Van Der Beek is a steal, bro, and also like they were the Dutch champions as well, and he's lifted silverware before, and he just seems like a top club player. So I think it's a really good buy, and especially for 40 million, dude. Like, yeah, definitely a steal. Definitely. Like Grealish 80 was asking a lot. I mean, if you're not willing to spend 120 on fucking Sancho, dude, like I didn't see us getting Grealish. Like it was, yeah.
If Villa got relegated, we would have signed Jack Grealish, but it didn't happen.
Probably.
But I think, guys, it's a good place to wrap up. A good little quick transfer window talk. Let us know what you guys think about the Van Der Beek signing. Let us know what formation you think Ollie's going to play. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Season 2 is back, and Eastern Stratford is going strong. So stick with us. We're excited for the new season. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace out, guys.
Rashford hit it well. Oh, amazing!
No.
Oh, that's Ronaldo-esque.